You're listening to the Toast Breakfast Show with Nick Eroll. This is Up FM 107.5.
Good morning, how you doing? Nick Eroll with you on the Toast Breakfast Show. Brittany's in this morning. It's just gone 25 minutes to 8, and right now we're having a nice little chat to my good mate, Mr. David Ding from Ballistik Recordings. How are you, mate?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You having a good morning?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
That's good. And what you been up to this week?
This week, writing a bit of music, mucking around the studio.
Oh yeah, as you do.
Yep.
Now let's talk Ballistik, bro.
Okay.
How did the name of Ballistik Recordings become about?
Good question.
Because everyone has their own little thing that I don't know that they. I was talking to a couple of artists last week called Pitch Black, and I asked where did that come from, and it was really simple. Is Ballistik just happened to come out of the air, or do you know much about the storyline of Ballistik?
Well, what it was is the three of us, Dan Rowe, RP and myself, we all sat down and we thought, okay, we want to do this properly, and we tried to come up with something that represented the type of music we're into, but also that would work commercially quite well. So it's not some meaningful name. It's just something that we thought would be easy to market. Fit
to the sound of you guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a sensible way to look at it.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into hard dance in the first place?
Well, I couldn't speak for RP and Dan, but I was a clubber way back in the day. But the reality is I was into hip hop, and until I met Dan Rowe, and he basically converted me. So.
How do you go from I mean yes, Dan Rowe played a factor, but what makes you go, man, this hard dance stuff is mean, I like this, I want to mix this, I want to get into this? From hip hop as well.
Well, hip hop was always about the lyrics for me, and the lyrics having meaning. So that with hard dance, it's just all about the beat, it's all about the music, it's all about the feel is all in the music, So yeah. It's a challenge to get the emotion across just using beats, music.
For sure.
Other than words. So yeah, I was hooked.
Oh, that's
cool.
Actually pretty
That's cool. And how I ask plenty of producers this, how do you go from mixing just hard dance tunes to going, nah, flag this, I want to mix my own tunes and do my own sets?
Oh man, yeah, you know what? It's when you're a clubber, you dream about, you always fantasize about playing music to a crowd, and then once you do that, you just fantasize about playing your own tunes to a crowd and having them go off to your own music,
True.
So it's just having people go off to your own music is just that whole other level,
How'd you first get into production?
First got into production, well, when I met Dan Rowe, basically. Him and I became really good mates, and decided to get a studio together. And I basically just watched him write a couple of tunes, and I was like, right, that's me. Put myself into audio engineering school.
Yeah.
And that was me from then on.
So you've been mates with him pretty much your whole dance career.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
That is pretty
cool. Yeah, it is cool.
And you're doing it straight till the end? You got the touch.
Out of all of the tunes that you've released so far, do you have a personal favourite?
Personal favourite? That's a really tough one.
It is hard, eh?
Yeah, nothing really stands out. I think the one that means the most to me is the tune called Coming Home.
Yep.
It's the most emotional riff I've written, and it's about how I was feeling about moving back from London.
Oh, I see. A lot of
and it was one of the best-selling ones as well, so yeah, that's probably my favourite.
Yeah. No, good answer. And so where do we go to find Ballistik tunes?
You can find them anywhere. You can find them on iTunes. You can find them on trackitdown.net. There's I think there's about 85 different download stores you can get Ballistik tunes from.
Cool.
Yeah.
We obviously recommend trackitdown.net. But we're also going to be we're going to feature ourselves on Southern Cross music as well.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good place to go get tunes, eh? Southern Cross is doing some good stuff.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. The things are about to kick off with them in a big way, so we're definitely keen to get involved there.
Heck yeah. Where do you see Ballistiks in the next 5 years?
Let's go the next 5 years. Well, we'd like to think we'd be one of the best hard dance labels in the world, but also run a really successful event in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be big. It just has to be the way that we want our music to be played.
For sure. Oh, good stuff. So trackitdown.net is the place to go if you want to get these boys' tunes, and they work as a threesome, and we were having a chat to Dan Rowe a couple of weeks back, and we loved having a chat with him, and Ballistik Recordings are doing big things, so we thought we'd get in touch and have a chat this morning.
Yeah, no, great to talk to you guys.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, David Ding, for your time and having a chat.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Cheers, guys.
All right, no worries. What a good dude.